Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to 2024 Queensland Multi-Disability Championships. These events don't take place without our sponsors. We have a couple here today. Brisbane City Council, dedicated to a better Brisbane, and Containers for Change. And there are two major sponsors for this event. And we have two host clubs in Club Chermside and also Northern Suburbs Bowls Club. So if you can get to any of those. And Bowls Queensland, proudly sponsored and supported by Mullins More Than Law, Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers, Asset Sports, J. Carroll Club Promotions and Bioscapes Group. We thank all of the sponsors that get behind these events and also our state governing bodies to be able to bring these events to you. We have today the Hearing Impaired Open Singles Round 2, which will be between Alan Summerville and Peter Cox. So we do have 21 shots up in this event, and it is a respot, so there are no dead ends. So the boys are straight into it, and that's a pretty good starter there from Peter. Little toucher there, just fell onto the jack. Not too bad there from Alan. Just giving himself a chance to get to the bowl or the jack. Yeah, pretty good again here from Peter. Just needs a little bit more weight. So Alan just needs to drop. Oh, he's just a little bit high. It's pretty good weight. He's looking to pick the jack up off that bowl. So Peter would be looking to try and get a little piece of that jack as well. Cover it up a little bit. Make the shot a little bit harder for Alan. Dare say he'll probably go again. And he is. He's not too far away here either. Just needs it to hold. Oh, he's just under it. He's very animated too, Alan. Yeah. The arms are up. It's great to see them all out here playing bowls. The camaraderie between the bowlers. It's brilliant to watch. I heard a comment this morning of somebody was saying it's like a family reunion when they all get together. So Peter's going to take one out. Maybe two out. And they're going to do some measuring. So that looked... I think that may have been two. Have to wait for the marker to put the score up when she goes to the other end, but I think it was two. Yeah, I think it was 2, mate. We'll just wait to see when they... Yep, not a problem. Yep. So we'll put Peter down as 2 for now, and we'll see if there's any change later on. So Peter's going to a 3/4 length. He's not too far away with his first. It's a pretty good starter there. Alan's coming in nicely. Just needs it to stop. Yeah, not too bad there. Just a little bit heavy, correct on that one. Peter's on a good line here. Yep, good bowl there. So Alan needs to pretty much keep the same weight as he had on his first. Just going to duck in behind that bowl. He's just unlucky there. Good. Yep. Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. We can see some comments here. Josh Beattie, I don't know why you're commenting. You can walk over and have a chat. But anyway. So Alan now just needs to get in underneath that one. If he can hold his head now, he's very close. Just, oh... He's very animated down there. The hands are on the head again. And he's just gone under the line. It's good to see. A lot of passion out here. They're all very dedicated to the sport. So that'll force Alan over onto the other hand. He's very close. Oh, has he got the hole on the other side? Well, Alan very unlucky there. Played 3 bowls on one hand and went through holes, swapped hands and went through a hole on the other side. Very unlucky. So we've got one out. They'll look for a measure on it. So if you're in the Chermside area or northern suburbs, pop on into the clubs, have a bit of a look. Come on in and say hello to the bowlers. They appreciate a little bit of support. So another 2. So that means Peter will probably jump out to a 4-0 lead, depending on what happened in the first end. We'll find out shortly when the marker goes to the board. So Peter just shortened it up a little bit, not much. So let's see what he can do with his first. It's a very good starter. Just in front of Jack. That's a pretty good reply there from Alan. It's just in behind the Jack. Gives him a chance with his next one. It's not too bad again. Just a little bit short. So Alan can afford to play with a little bit more weight if he wants to. It might be just a little bit high out there. It's trying hard. Just a little bit wide. Peter just needs to put a couple of feet of weight on. And he'll be very close. Just dropped in on the back of his last bowl. Good afternoon, David from Nambour Heights. Good to see you on the stream, mate. Hope you enjoy the game. Yeah, Al's pretty close. Not a bad effort there. Could be holding two now. Just a little rub off that. No. Sit on that one. Flop in. Could be down. Yep. Marcus says one down, Alan. So, good bowl there from Peter. So Alan's definitely given this a chance. He's looking to push that bowl through the head. Oh, he just got unlucky with that. Still could have got shot. His bowl has hung around. So it was 2 on the first end. So four zip is the right score. No, because they haven't declared it yet. So I think it was just the one. Yep. Yeah. So we were right with the first one. So 5-0. $5-0 to Peter. And looks like he's going to go a little bit longer back towards the club. So he might have a bit of a game plan in mind. Try and keep Alan guessing, which is not a bad thing. Play short one way, long the other. You always got your opponent searching for the right weight. Shello, behave yourself. watched you this morning, mate. You were just pointing to all your little helpers. Good to see you this morning, Shello. You need to go on a diet though, mate. You're putting a bit of weight on. So Al's just pulled that one a little bit short. Peter again on a good line. His weight's not too bad either. Just a little bit short. Won't be too disappointed in that. Thanks for that, Dan. The stream is very clear. It's good to hear. Hope you're enjoying it down there at Tweed. For those that don't know, that's my dad that's joined in to have a look. It's about time he come online. You're right, Robbie. So Pete again, his line's very good. He's nailed that so far out there. If he can find a foot or two, he'll be very close. His memory's good. So Alan now just needs to stay off the back of those bowls of Peter. If he can get through the hole, he'll be good. Oh, he just not the right weight. Oh, stream's nice in Perth as well. Good to hear. Good to see you're on board too. Yeah, good to see, Warren. Sit back and enjoy the multi-disabilities. It's a great couple of days up here at Chermside and northern suburbs. 4 days of it we have. Thursday being our last day, so join in. You'll enjoy the bowls. So Alan's just not got his weight there, unfortunately. So I'd say that would be 4. I'm going to go out on a limb. Four to Peter. Takes him to 9. 9-0. And it is 21 up here in the singles with respot. No dead ends. And it does have a time limit of 2 hours and 15 minutes. So Peter, he's going to play that longer length as well, going away from the club. He should be playing it. He's nailed it coming back towards the club. He's on a pretty good line again. I don't think he's going to be too far away. Just a little bit short. So Alan now reached down there nicely. Yep, all over this. Great starter there from Al. That'll help him. Get a little bit of confidence out of that one. We need to put a bit of black plastic in front of us here, Robbie. Because I've got an awful habit of watching the live bowl. It's I can see the live bowl and it's Unfortunately, he's just a little bit short there, Pete. So I don't think it changes our shot. He can swap over. I reckon he still would have got round that one, or even if he was underneath, he'd get close to the jack. There's not a lot of big turn here at Chermside at the moment. A little bit overcast. So Peter just needs a metre or two of weight. Can arrive. Shouldn't be too worried about moving the jack or that bowl. He's close. He just needs it to drop. Unlucky there. Second shot though. It's the big thing with singles. You don't want to be dropping too many multiples. But it is a good reply from Alan, saying he just dropped the 4. So on one end, he's nearly got half of it back. So Pete's still going to stay down on his forehand. I thought there might have been a little bit of a channel there on the backhand. He hasn't sent this one either. Yeah, it is. I think it might just be the holding, maybe a little bit overcast, is having a bit of an effect on the green. But I don't think Alan's going to get round that one, unfortunately. So, could be 2 here for Alan. He's definitely off the mark. So Alan's keen to get 2. And I think Pete's given them to him. Yep, 2 it is. So he's opened his scoring, 9-2. So Alan 2, Peter Cox 9. In our second game, round 2 this is, of the hearing impaired open singles for 2024. Yeah, and once again, we do apologise for this morning. We just had a few problems in the setup. We were a little bit delayed. We just couldn't quite get it through, unfortunately. Yeah, just a couple of issues with opening times and closing times of the club, which made it a little bit harder for Robbie to get the work done. But we got there eventually. We're here now. So it's a pretty good starter there from Alan. His weight was very good. So Peter's asking it to hold on, but I don't think that's too much of an issue. It's just a little bit of weight. His line was good. That one might be a little bit narrow. Got pretty good weight though. It's holding him. Wow, I should have got way a little bit more than that, but Pete now just a little bit more weight. Oh, we didn't want more grass. So if he can get somewhere between those two now, he'll be very happy. Alan's got a better grass line on this one. It's coming back nicely. Good bowl there. Good close-up there of Peter's delivery. He's got the weight. Just a little bit short, unfortunately, on that one. So the crowd's starting to build a little bit here at Club Chermside. So if you're in the area, come on in. Or if you're anywhere near northern suburbs, drop on in. Wow. I didn't see that way, but it's a good result that he got off that bowl. So Peter needs to get one in here, otherwise he's going to give his 4 back. That's a very good effort, that is. He needed that. He was looking down the barrel of 4 down. Little shake of the head there from Al. So the boys are out here, they're having a bit of fun. So Peter again will probably look to stretch it out. So at the moment the scoreline is Alan Summerville 2, Peter Cox 10. Got a little early jump, Peter, and is just keeping it ticking over. Oh, he won't be happy with that, Pete. He's just left the weight off that one. The first half of it was good. Alan looks like he's on a good line here. His weight's pretty good. He's just a little bit heavy. Nothing wrong with that though. Pete's out on a high line. Yeah, don't need that much grass here today. It's just holding you a little bit there. He's just forgotten to put a bit of weight on as well there. Very animated, Al. Arms are going, slapping his leg. It's good to see. Whereas Pete doesn't show too many emotions out there. Just pick the bowl up and throw it down. Needs to sneak under that. He has. That's a very good correction. Needed that just to put a little bit more pressure on. Al might be a little bit narrow with this one. Yeah, not too bad though. Pete again's on a good line. He's thrown it down, he's turned his back, so I don't know if he's not happy with it or... Yeah, he's not happy with it. A little bit short. So he's holding 1. Al might be looking to rumble up through. No. Just a little bit line. So that'll be 1 to Peter. Take him to 11. It's good to see here as well. They've got a couple of volunteers that have come over from Aspley to give them a bit of a hand here at Chermside. Do some marking for them. It's brilliant how clubs can come together like that to help each other out. Should be more of it. Yeah, it's a little bit shorter this time around. So Pete dropped a couple short on the last end, so he shortened it up a touch, trying to bring his range in a bit. He's pretty close. Just going to sit in behind it. Good starter there. Al's pretty much in the area as well. It's all down to his weight. He's just running through a little bit there. So Pete going to swap over to his backhand. Might be a little bit too wide with that. And not quite enough weight on it. I think it might be one of the first bowls I've seen Pete play on his backhand. So Al's got the lean up. He wants it to... Oh. He was trying to steer it in. He just missed. Pete back straight over onto his forehand. Yeah, it's not too bad there either. So I think he definitely favours his forehand. Al again, he's got the arms going. He wants everything to work for him. He's just going to get the wrong side of that. It's a great try. Pete's got it out on a good line again. Just trying to get something in behind, just in case Al can pick that jack up. But he definitely needs something a little bit closer than what he's got at the moment, because it could be... Well, he's got one out. So I'd say he's 2 down. Wait to see what they say. The front one's not that far out of it, but Al's saying 2. Pete's happy with the 2. Takes Peter on to 13. It's my first trip up here to Chermside, and it's a nice little club. Enjoying it so far. People are friendly. Staff are friendly. Come on in if you get the opportunity. It's a nice little club. So Pete's going to stay with that medium length now by the looks of it. Out of the hand, it looked good. Yeah, good starter. Just covers that jack up a little bit. Al's on a good line. It's all down to his weight now. Needs to stop. Just a bit heavy on that. So Peter'd like to just put another one just in behind. It's not too bad there. It's a good effort. Al still can't see that jack properly. Makes it a harder shot when you can't see it. Just needs to drop a metre or two of weight. His line was good. No, he's throwing that out. Still too heavy though. Just needs to try and get back onto the draw. Don't worry about landing bowls or anything like that. Just try and get to the jack. Pete's turned his back on that one early. He didn't like it. So that's a good line for Al. But again, I think he's just too heavy. It's not giving that bowl a chance to get to the jack. So Pete swapped over. Is he trying to block that hole up a little bit? Well, that'll be another one, I would say. So Al's definitely, he's on a good line. His weight looks a lot better. Needs to stop now. Yeah, that's much better. Great shot. Nearly a 5-shot turnaround that. He's quick to get down there and have a look. He reckons he's got 2. One. Only the one. So that takes Al to 3 and Peter 13. Remembering it's 21 up and there is no dead ends. It is a respot. So Alan straight away a little bit shorter. See how he goes. He's on a good line. Just still a little bit heavy. Yeah, he's just not quite getting the weight at the moment. He's just pushing him through a little bit. Like his last bowl was good to get shot, but he was still that little bit heavy. So maybe the breeze might be playing a little bit of trickery out there. Again, he looks heavy. He really needs the, well, I think he's playing for the jack a little bit too much. It's really given Peter too much of an opportunity to get to multiples. Don't think that's going to get back for him. No, just out there, Peter. So the marker, the bowl's out of play. So again, yeah, he's doing a bit of jack hunting. Al, he needs to get on the draw. So Pete just needs this to run. So again, Al's just, yeah, he needs to settle down a little bit. He's just playing a little bit too aggressively with not much there to hit. So Pete just needs to, oh, he's thrown that one out. Not too sure what the process was there. Maybe he thought Al had one left. I think by the hand motion he did think that Al had one left. So 1 to Peter. Takes him out to 14. Yeah, Al, I think just needs to settle down a little bit. He's hunting the jack a little bit, playing a little bit too heavy. Just try and get back on the draw. So Peter probably stretched this one out. Not that much. Still a little bit longer. It's a good line there. It's not too far away either. Covers that jack up again. Makes it a little bit harder for Al to see it. Makes that shot a little bit tougher. It's on a good line though. His weight's pretty good. It's a good starter there from Al. Peter just needs it to sit on that bowl. Just needs a little bit more weight. It's forced Allen over onto his forehand though. I don't think that's wide enough. He doesn't want the back edge of that bowl. Again, the weight comes straight back into it with Al. So Peter, he's wanting it to hold. He's got the lean on it. Oh. Well, that's pretty much going to block both of Al's hands up. So he's gone back over to his backhand. And really nothing for narrow. So Pete's going to have a bit of a look. Camera angles here. I favour the back. It's close though. It's very close. So Pete's got a little picture there of what he thinks he needs to play. Just reach down on his forehand. If he can get a back edge of his bowl, turn it in, slide in underneath. Plenty of options there. He might be even able to get down to Al's bowl. So that may take everything out. He could be one down now. Yep, Marcus says down. So we know he won't be short to this. He's very animated. The arms are going. He wasn't happy with that one at all. So Pete was just got a little bit of Al's bowl to roll it out. It was close. So one again. One to Peter. Scoreline now, Al and Summerville 3, Peter Cox 15. 21 up in this game with no dead ends. And you can see the little clock counting down over there on the side as well. They are a timed game. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes. Yep, Peter's happy to stay with that sort of length. He's found his weight on that nicely. See how he goes with his first. He's on a good grass line again. Might be a touch high, but he sent this one through this time. He's starting to work Al out. Al's a little bit high as well, but it's coming home hard. It's a great try. Still just that little bit heavy. Just hasn't found his weight at all at the moment, Alan. Peter's very close with this. Oh, Al, I think you might be a little bit narrow with that, mate. Yeah, well under his line, unfortunately. and still a little bit heavy. So Pete's seen the danger out there. I don't think he's sent it enough though. Well, I think it's still a little bit narrow, but that weight's going to hold him. He's got a piece. Straight out to that danger. Well thought out plan. Yeah, it's just under the cherm side and that over on the right. Yep. It's on the front of that bowl, yeah, mate. You're right. So Pete, just a little bit short. The perfect line. So Pete's still in the game. Now, well, he's got the weight right on this. This could be a few. Definitely two. He's having a bit of a look. Oh, he's asking. He's asking for 3. And he's got it. So he's bluffed Pete and got the 3. Takes him to 6 now. Hopefully now he's found his range a little bit. See how we go. Line's good. First half's very good. Still a little bit heavy. They're having a bit of fun out there, the boys. So Pete's line coming this way has been very good. Just a little bit more weight. Oh, he's not happy with that. He's wide, he's heavy. The arms are going. So Pete's again recognised a little bit of danger back there, so he's thrown one a little bit heavier. Probably could have put another foot or two of weight on that. The way Al's been rumbling up through. Yeah, he just can't find his weight. Big chance here for Pete. Put a bit of pressure on. Drop another one in there. It's close again. Just sit in behind it. Very good effort. Here's your weight, Al, because your line's good. You need to stop. Oh, he's just underneath. Second shot. Doesn't mind showing his emotions either. A few head shakes, arms are going. It's good to see. So Pete just needs this one to hurry. Good. I'd say that would be 2. See if Pete asks for 3. So it was only the 2. Yep. 2 it was. So Pete's lengths have been pretty good, pretty consistent. He hasn't really changed them up too much. Although he has stretched this one out. This is probably the longest we've had so far coming this way. He's thrown it down onto the tee. Okay, so I'm going to have a bit of a hand here in commentary. One of Australia's finest in Lindsay Clark. Hey, Lenny, how are you?
G'day, Al. I'm very good, thank you, mate. Up here enjoying some wonderful bowls from some amazing athletes out there. So, yeah, I've got a few of our jackaroos in attendance doing really good things. Cooper's one of my athletes from up at Mackay. So, yeah, we don't get to catch up too much. So, yeah, great to be here and see him in action.
Yeah, very good. And they had a bit of a win in the first game.
Yes, they had a pretty tough battle, actually. So he's teaming up with Damien Delgado from Tweed, and they had to play Serena and Tony Burnell in the first round.
Yeah.
So, again, Jackaroo's teammates all playing against each other. But, yeah, really good quality game. I think they were all even going into the last 2 ends, and Damien and Cooper managed to get over the line.
No, good. Yeah, they've been talking about it. Damo has anyway.
Yeah, bit of banter.
Yeah, been talking it up. He said it would be a great game. So,
yeah, it definitely didn't disappoint, that's for sure. Very good standard.
So Fiona, we do have an idea of the last game today, and that's, again, hearing impaired. It will be Brian Taylor up against Stephen Fox. So, and roughly 240. Maybe a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later. We're not real sure at the moment, but definitely around that 240 mark. So Peter's going all right here on the live stream in the singles.
Yeah, it can be a bit of a lonely game, the old singles, when you're battling away, but the good news is you just got to keep chipping one at a time. So still a bit of time for Alan, just needs to get one going, and then see how you go from there, one at a time.
Yeah, and we were talking about that during the juniors and also the nugget, and that the little mini games inside the game of 21, isn't it?
Yeah, look, I always like to break it down into thirds, so try and get to 7, try and get to 14, then get to 21.
Yep.
But yeah, it is just a bit of a process, really. Singles, it's just one bowl at a time, one end at a time, sometimes one shot at a time, or take your medicine and get a second shot.
Yep.
For me, I think when you start dropping 3s and 4s, that's when it gets a bit dangerous in the old singles games. But yeah, that can happen when you're playing someone in really consistent form.
That's true. And you went all right.
Did all right.
the other day in the Nugget? No?
Did all right.
Went all right.
I was trying to defend my crown from last year, but one Kelsey Cottrell got in the way, unfortunately. But, yeah, we had a good game. It was pretty windy down there at Tweed, so not the easiest place to play when it gusts around. But, yeah, give her a good run for her money.
Yeah.
And then Tash managed to just sneak over the line in the final against her. So, yeah, it's always a tough event to play, such a great quality field. So if you can make the pointy end, make the finals day, I think you're doing okay.
And you've done that a couple of times.
Couple of times.
Couple of times. Pretty handy bowler.
Thanks, Al, in my younger days.
Good win on the weekend as well.
We did, yeah. So finished a pennant season, finished a home and away season, top of the table, the Mighty Ospreys. So, yeah, that was really good. And we now go into finals. We got to play Broadbeach in the 1 versus 2 playoff Saturday morning at Helensvale. And then the winner of that goes straight through to the grand final the following week. And the loser plays the winner of 3rd and 4th, which is Helensvale versus Broadbeach 2.
Very good.
Yeah, so it's been a good season. Got a good group of girls there, lots of good team spirit, good energy, and just do our best for each other. And win, lose or draw, we enjoy ourselves at the end of the day.
That's what it's all about. So Peter now 18-6. You look at those score lines, you get to 18. It's either one very good end or one very bad end, and it's game over.
Yeah, I think if you're Alan, I think you're just trying to put the pressure on at this point. So when you, as the person in front, if you're getting close to that finish line, the pressure builds a little bit if your opposition starts to, chip one away at you, and if it can get to double figures as a starting point. Yeah. That's probably should be Alan's goal at the minute, because sometimes just finishing off a game is much harder than just trying to, score a few points here and there as you go through the match.
That's right. We saw that at the Nugget.
Yes. I tuned in for Leroy and Teesy's final.
But the game before in the ladies, was it...
that was my
Kelly
game.
McKirahan?
Oh, yeah, in the quarterfinal, the day before, yes. Yeah.
She was down 21-8.
Yes, actually, I spoke to her that next morning, and she said it's probably one of the biggest comebacks she's ever had, especially against Taylor, who was the world champion the year before in the final against Kelly. So
great bowl there from Peter.
Very consistent Peter at the moment. But, so it was a really good comeback from Kelly. And, anything can happen when you just chip away.
Yeah, you just you never know when that worm's going to turn for you. You get that little bit of luck, little slide, something like that. But Al's he's just struggled to find his weight.
Just the weight,
Yeah, he's been heavy. He's doing a little bit of jack hunting, I think. He's trying to hit that jack all the time.
Which isn't as bad as being short all the time, I suppose. But, just need to rein that in a little bit. I think the last end he had 3 bowls quite short of the jack. Yeah. At least gives himself a chance, but needs a close one here.
The old fella standing in front of us went all right on the weekend as well.
Mr. Wilkie.
Managed to win the singles in the championship.
Oh, did he?
Managed to beat Clinton Bailey in his game, so he
kept that quiet. I didn't hear that.
He's progressed a little bit further in the competition.
That's very good. He's a great singles player, Brett Wilkie, so very consistent on the draw and can hit a good head as well. So
Peter now, just drop another one in there.
Yeah, you'd almost favour he's nearly going to have 3 here.
Pretty close.
It's a good shot coming in.
So this is where Al needs to probably keep that weight. Yeah.
He's going for it.
He's close.
Needs to hold. Hang on.
Just needs to hold on. Oh, he's just missed it. He's very animated, Al. He leans, the arms go.
He's giving the mat away, but onto the clock. It may be game here. We'll have a look at that front one if it's in the count.
It's close. Robbie's normally pretty good with the fingers on the screen, but...
Is it 3, Robbie?
Al's only willing to give up 2. So...
Measure. I think they're
No. Is it? No, he's kicked the bowling. They're shaking hands.
That's it.
3.
Well, that was a short experience for me, Al. Nice to join you in commentary, mate.
Yes, it was a pleasure, Linny.
Well done to Peter on that victory.
Yeah. We might get you back later if you're hanging around. It's up to you.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. I'll go do little bit of scouting out there, and
I think it might be getting a little bit cold for you too, Lenny.
I am a cold frog, and yeah, where's the sunshine gone from the last week and a bit? But yes, in the shade here, it's a little bit overcast, a little bit cool. Yes, and a draft. Yes, thanks, Robbie. Make me feel better about being cold.
Yeah, so unfortunately for Alan, Pete was just too good for him. So the scoreline there of Alan Summerville 6 and Peter Cox 21. Very good effort by both players. And that will bring us to the end of our stream, unfortunately. So tune in again around that 2:40 mark. We'll have round 3 of the hearing impaired between Brian Taylor and Stephen Fox. And just remembering, these events don't take place without the sponsors that we have in place here for today. And this tournament we have, as you can see on the screen there, Brisbane City Council, dedicated to a better Brisbane, and Containers for Change. 2 great sponsors, and also 2 very good host events in Club Chermside and Northern Suburbs Bowling Club. But on behalf of myself, Alan Vidler, Lindsay Clark, Robbie Allen, and the whole Gold Coast Tweed District Media team, we thank you for joining in. And we'll just let you know here, Queensland Bowls, proudly sponsored and supported by Mullins More Than Law, Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers, Asset Sport, J. Carroll Club Promotions, and Bioscapes Group. And they thank them for their generosity and also their support throughout the years. Thank you for tuning in. Join us again at 2:40 for round 3 of the hearing impaired. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon and see you all later. Thank you.